Hello, fourth graders. Today we're going to take a look at I can write letters and emails. You will spend some time today writing your final letter to the person that you have chosen. And it's your letter of gratitude. So let's listen to the story.
I can write letters and emails. What is writing?
So I'm pausing here because we don't need to have all this information from the book, but I'm going to kind of go through so we can see what's important. Because what you're doing is you're creating a letter and you need to make sure that your message is clear in the letter. One of the choices that you will have, especially at these times, is to write an email to the person that you chose to write your letter of gratitude.
Different letters. There are lots of different types of letters. People write letters to say
So your letter is a letter of gratitude. So your letter is really kind of saying thank you, but also kind of explaining to someone why they've made a difference in your life. Why are they important? What's something special that they did to make you feel good? So as we go through, I want you to take a look at Dear Mr. Fisher. There is always a beginning. Dear, and then you address the person, and then you add a comma. And then you begin with what you want to say. This is how you would address an envelope if you are to write a letter, and we can talk more about that later if it is something that you decide to do to send the letter. So here's a good way to see a letter. You will have the date. You do not need the address because you're not going to be writing a formal letter. As you can see here, it says, Dear Mr. Jones. You have the body of the letter and then a closing. A closing can be sincerely, it can be love, it can be thinking about you, anything you want to write, and then your name. So again, as you can see, here is the opening and the closing. And here's the opening and the closing. All letters must have these two things. Even if you're going to send an email, you should always have these two things. All right, so now we're going to move out of this book, and I'm going to show you a letter of gratitude up close so we can see what that looks like. So here, Dear Camille, as you can see, it is a letter of gratitude, and this person is saying thank you for always being supportive towards them. This person makes them feel better about themselves. They say good morning, they bring a smile to the face. So far, they have about 3 different things that they do. They say even when she's in a bad mood, she makes you feel better about yourself, and always asks and has interest in what the person is feeling. And she's saying, I hope I can be as nice to other people as you are to me. And then, thanks, Rachel. So again, there's a beginning and an end. So today, you are going to do the same thing. When you go into when you go into Google Classroom and you go into distance learning, you will see April 21st, 2020, materials and work, and you will complete this Google slide, which will tell us what method you are going to use, and then you are going to complete the letter of gratitude. This is just a blank Word document. So you are going to write Dear, the name of the person, the body of your letter, and then you're going to close. So that's one of the things you're going to be working today. Good luck. I can't wait to read your letters.